Hey y'all, Scottie here again. This time we're in the fairway. I'm gonna teach you two different wedge shots that you can try and hit. One of them being a higher shot with some spin, the other one being a low shot with not as much spin. So two different scenarios here. We got one pin that's in the back right. It's kind of on a plateau back there. And then we got a pin in the front left where there's kind of a false front and then it kind of goes down. And so in order for me to avoid that stuff, I'm just gonna try and hit it over all that with some spin. That way I can get in there somewhere by the pin and get a look for par or birdie if we're attacking a par 5. But basically, to hit the high spinner, always need an open club face. That way I can hit it harder, and it's that speed that creates the spin on the ball. In order for it not to go super far, I gotta add loft. So first things first, open it up, then grip the club. I got the ball in the front of my stance, and one of the most important things for me to feel on a shot like this is I like to feel hooky. If I try and hit a lot of cut spin on a shot like this, I'm gonna go too far across the ball and it's gonna cause the ball to ride up the face instead of catching in the grooves. So in order for me to catch the ball in the grooves, I like to feel as if I'm hooking it, and that way I can get more spin on the ball. It also shallows it out to where I can use the bounce and the ball go up in the air as well. So always remember, open it up, grip it, ball up, and then I just like to feel a little hooky. That was close. That right there would be a great shot. I'm very happy with it. Looks like it got about 7-8 feet for par. Then for the opposite, that back right pin, I don't know how much you can tell, but there's a lot of stuff going on in the front of that green. And so I'm gonna try and hit a little bit of a lower shot to where it lands, I'd say just past that first pin, and then hops up onto that plateau, and I'm gonna try and get it to stop up there somewhere. This one I'm not trying to get a ton of rollout on a lower shot. So really this one's more of just a lower normal pitch. If I was trying to get a lot of run, I'd square the face and hook it. So when the ball hits, it kind of starts running like that. This one will be more of a square to open face, and I'll still be hitting it low, but it'll hit and hopefully check a little bit when it gets towards, or when it gets on top of that tier. But all I'm trying to do is just imagine the shot, and right now I see it kind of landing in the valley there and hopping up to the pin. This also gives me some room for error to where if I'm trying to land it closer to that tier, if I hit a little hard, it's gonna land into that tier, and it's probably still gonna end up really good. So once again, taking a high percentage shot to where it gives me a little bit of room for error. But once again, ball back in your stance, club face a little bit open, and then I'd say it's more of a square feel on this one, no hook, just kind of feeling like my hands are staying low and body's moving towards the target. But most importantly is the setup, ball a little bit further back, club face slightly open. See, that one right there was a pretty poor shot, but it still hit the upslope and I got a decent look for par. It's not exactly what I'd be looking for, but still decent.